4 seasons lost. In Austin, I saw pause. My eyes crawled to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, focus reflected. Off the mirrors, a kid quit, grin from ear to ear. Craving and raining and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, this is our Friday show, and we're going to be joined by my boy, Drew Henthorn from HuskerDrewPicks.com, who had a big weekend last week. And that reminds me, Drew, are you there?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hey, I got a question for you. Are you wearing your
Yep.
school colors? Because this is Friday. And Fridays is cool. You're supposed to wear your school colors on Friday, bro. Do you have your school colors on?
I'm in black, so that goes with everything.
Well, I'm in my OSU stuff today simply because it's the basketball alumni reunion this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm in my stuff.
Big weekend.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a good time. I think. I'm gonna have a good time no matter what I do, so it don't really matter. But
Sure.
but yeah, I'm all excited about going up and seeing all the boys tonight, watching practice today, and then watching. Then we're gonna eat and drink. But they haven't given us an open bar again. I wonder why that is, man. We did have an open bar at Joe's once, and then Stan didn't let us come back. I wonder why that is.
That's weird.
I know, right? He should do that every year. He should spend $10,000 or $15,000.
What kind of crowd we expecting? You got a guest list?
As far as the players,
Yeah.
I think everybody I know from pretty much our '83 team is going to be there in the '80s. And a lot of the '90s guys will be there. I'm not sure whether Desmond will be there or not. Since Eddie really ain't there.
Wheelchair access for you guys?
Wow, really? Seriously? Really, bro? Wheelchair access. Is that what we're going with right now? Is that what we're going with? Wheelchair access.
I'm feeling a little frisky.
I could tell that, bro. Simply because basically it was that weekend you had last weekend with the Super Bowl and your picks.
I know.
And basketball and everything.
Odell doesn't sell the bag and get hurt, I think I cover and sweep the board.
Well, the question about Odell is really simple: is he going to be back for the Rams? You think that's the question? The same knee, second ACL. Usually it's the other one, not the same one when they repair it, right?
Yeah, did you see that video of them draining his knee at the half, shooting him up?
No.
Pretty crazy.
I've been there. I know what that's like. I don't need to watch it. I've had that done, so I'm not interested in seeing it.
If I'm him, I'd tie my wagon to Stafford. He's already got more winning drives in the playoffs than Aaron Rodgers, and he's only been with the Rams for 1 year.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold,
Yeah.
bro. That's cold, man. You mean the guy who just won back-to-back MVPs, his 4th overall? Is that who you're talking about, Aaron Rodgers, that guy?
That's it. That is.
He's Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, dude. He's just an absolute mess, man. I don't really get it. When we're looking at the Rams, man, speaking of them, I don't really care about Aaron Rodgers and his woke crowd and all that nonsense that he's spilling out there, which has zero to do with football. Anyway, he just
Mr. Ivermectin.
Yeah, I know he needs to shut up and just play football. That's what I say about him. But anyway, I'm not gonna go there. But anyway, the Rams, dude, their salary cap is kind of tight, man. Are they going to be able to bring back Von Miller? Are they going to be able to, keep Odell? Are they going to be able to, because they got to re-sign their center? What are they going to do about him? Is Andrew Whitworth going to retire?
You got to figure if I'm Andrew Whitworth, I'll go out on top.
You would think.
Ride off at the sunset.
Yeah, I would think so, too.
He's got like 9 kids, I think.
Well, he's made enough money. It's not like he's going to need any more. Well, I don't know. With 9 kids, you might. I'm the last of 10, so I can't really say. But that was way back when. We don't need to talk about how long ago it was. It was way back when people had a lot of kids for whatever reasons. So we don't need to talk about.
The way I look at it, they got to pay for that stadium somehow, and they got to have a team in there, or they'll be half empty. You know how LA fans are.
Yeah, they tend to be just a little touchy. But now I will say this: everybody talks about that being the greatest halftime show of all. I say it can't be because Prince doing Purple Rain in the
In the rain.
rain. I, you know what I'm saying? Purple Rain in the
Yeah.
rain. I can't. It's hard for me to go against that one, man. I really, I'm sorry.
I'd throw Michael Jackson in there too.
Michael Jackson was pretty amazing too. Uh, but yeah, but that show with everybody. I mean, they could have left off everybody, and I would have been fine if they just had Dre, Snoop, and Mary J. Blige. The rest of them, I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. I mean, 50 Cent thinking he's Spider Man, bro. You ain't Spider Man.
You mean the whole dollar?
Yeah. Oh man. Wow, really? Really? You are just on
He's
fire
$1
today.
now, I think.
Yeah,
Dollar piece.
you on fire tonight, aren't you? You are on fire today. Well, then let's get to it
Man,
then.
I liked Eminem in that deal. He killed it. I thought all of them were good, honestly. But
Well, yeah, I mean, I did too, but it's just like Dre and Snoop really were the show. I mean, that's what everybody wanted to hear. I mean, they wanted to hear all the stuff from their tunes and Dre Day. I mean, that's really what the show was
that
about.
might
I mean, to be honest,
lead into a little tour action.
they are doing a tour. They're gonna be in Tulsa here in a few weeks, bro.
Oh, really?
Which I'm not sure how that's gonna be.
We may have to do a live show.
Well, we might have to do one, but I don't know about Tulsa. I mean, them going to T-Town versus Oklahoma City. Whatever. I mean, I guess
I don't understand that.
Well, it's probably a lot cheaper to get the Bank of America or the Bank of Oklahoma Center versus Paycom.
During the NBA season too.
Yeah.
So,
also, but we have guess who we have coming here though? Charlie Wilson.
Oh boy.
You know,
I know about Charlie Wilson.
Hey, do you know me? Hey, my last name's Wilson. Yes, sir. In fact, we got to talk to your uncle about getting some tickets for that. I got my boy William Tisdale. He was buzzing me last night. Wanting to drive down from Tulsa for the Charlie Wilson. I said, man, I'll call some
Randy
people,
don't know nothing about
Randy
Wilson.
don't know. Randy Wright don't know nothing about no Charlie Wilson, man. Now I tried to hit him with some Keith Sweat and some Teddy Pendergrass, but yeah, that wasn't his team.
Babyface.
Yeah, he was not into it. A little confunction. Now I will say this. Hey, he did like Earth, Wind, and Fire. And he did like us, so I got a little color in him, not too much color, but I got some in him, man, just a little bit. Got enough to get him by. He's gonna kill us. You know he's gonna kill us for this. You know that, right? It's gonna be all over. Oh, he did a message on the deal and was like, "What?" Oh, okay. My bad, bro. That was Drew. That wasn't me. Drew threw you under the bus. I did not throw you under the bus, bro. Don't have anything to do with that. But hey, that's so funny. It's my favorite weekend. All-Star Weekend is gonna be unfortunately it's in Cleveland. But how you gonna pick Cleveland over Oklahoma City? I mean, really, Cleveland? Who the hell wants to go to Cleveland? Yes. But I mean, Oklahoma City is going to be cold too in February. Well, not as bad, but still it's going to be cold. But how would you pick? I mean, I'd rather have Oklahoma City over Cleveland, but let's face it, we don't have enough hotels yet to host an NBA All-Star Weekend.
That's true, and half the hotels are haunted. So.
Oh, wow! Just the one you stay in. Just the one you and Trish stay in every Christmas. Hey, and I've been there many Christmases hanging out with y'all, and I haven't seen one ghost. Because it would only take me seeing one, I'm done, bro. Anything moving, anything extraterrestrial, anything that's abnormal, I'm out. I would never come see you again. I'm through with that. I would be done right then and there. But the All-Star Game is coming up. Let's talk about the first event, which is a skill contest, which we have Jared Allen, Dennis Garland, and Evan Mobley, all from the Cavaliers, and then we have all of the Antetokounmpos. All of them. How about that?
Both of them.
All three of them. Right? Yeah, all three of them. Alex, Giannis, and Transit. What's his name? Trannis. Not
Trannis.
Is it Trannis, isn't it?
I think so.
But anyway,
I think that's right.
But anyway, all three of those are in it, which I thought was interesting, along with Scotty Barnes and Cole, and of course our boy Josh. So. And the question is, not Cole, Cade Cunningham. So my deal is torn. Do I go for my OSU boy Cade, or do I go for my Thunder boy Josh?
think you just put him in an exacta and box him and
Doing
1-2.
Oh my God! Hey, now do we have anything on that? Are there any lines on who they think is going to win that?
Well, I was looking at that today, and I didn't see anything on the skills competition, but I did see on the dunk contest and the 3-point contest they had odds. Let me pull it up here while we were talking here and see what I can find.
Yeah, because I was sitting there looking at that, and I like that, and I do like Darius Garland, dude. I really love him, man. He can play.
Mm-hmm.
He's got. I mean, Cleveland got their hands full with that guy. I really like him. They're gonna have to pay him. I mean, unfortunately, he is in Cleveland, but he's got him playing, and I've seen him play twice against us, and boy, he was just a handful with us. There wasn't a lot we could do with it.
Right.
Of course, his brother, the Giannis's brothers are really piggybacking him, but you get a ring. He got a ring in L.A. His younger brother got a ring in L.A. Alex did.
So refresh me what all is involved. I know you got the dribbling and then the bounce pass into the net, and what else you got?
Well,
there?
you have that. You have the dribbling. You have the passing. You have the bounce pass. And then there's something else. I don't really watch the skills contest. When Russell Westbrook won it, I laughed. I'm like, he won it. But it's a speed contest.
You think Cade would probably be pretty good at that.
Yeah, my favorite. If I have to go with one, I mean, it's alumni weekend, so I'm gonna have to go with my boy Cade simply because it's alumni weekend. But
he's starting to play pretty well.
He really is. He really is. But man, Josh Giddey's a handful, dude. His skill set is really, really high. So. I'm gonna do the exacta box with those two, with probably Darius and Scotty Barnes. Those are gonna be my 4 if I have to do an exacta box.
Scotty Barnes been a nice little surprise this year.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. I've been really surprised with him, and he's done really well. Okay, now to my second favorite event. By the way, I don't think I've ever watched the skill contest but one time. I just really see who's gonna win. To be honest. I don't really.
I think I watched it a couple years ago when Chris Paul was in it.
I know. I don't really. I mean, it's a nice little thing, but it's not really. I mean, it's kind of like the rookie game. The rookie game. It's kind of like that game where the rookie first and second year guys go. It's kind of like that game. I kind of look at it a little bit, because Cade and Josh are being. So I kind of look at it a little bit, but not my thing. But I really do for the 3-point shooting contest.
That kickoff? 5:00 tomorrow. 6:00.
6 o'clock, I believe it is tomorrow. Wait, hold on. I got the schedule right here. Because I was looking at that when everything was. I was gonna think too, man. The dunk contest.
5:00, I think.
Yeah, I can't wait to. Okay, we have the skill contests. Everything begins at 8.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock is the skills, the 3-point, and the slam dunk. All three begin at 7 o'clock our time. We're Central, so we're 7 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah, but anyway, I was looking at that, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that. What do you think about the 3-point shooting contest?
Well, you got Van Fleet, been just killing it, and Zach LaVine's coming off injury though, so I don't know. I don't know that I'd be putting any money on him, but I'd have to go with the Oklahoma born and bred Trae Young.
Yeah, I like Trae a lot in this. And how about the big fella, Karl Anthony Towns, man?
Karl Anthony.
I saw that. I'm like, yeah. And Patty Mills, I don't have any love for him anyway because he played for the Spurs and and him. And I'm not a Patty Mills fan. So whatever. And
I can't in good faith root for anybody that played for Duke. So that 86 is Luke Kennard out there for me.
Boy, you are wrong today. Today. What about Desmond from the Grizz? I looked at him. I was like, dude, what are you in here for? Desmond Bane. Yeah. I was looking at him. I'm like, man, why are you even in the deal, man? Can you go? I mean, he's okay. But anything can happen in this game. I mean, in this deal. The thing I like about Trae.
Trae Young's probably the favorite.
Yeah. Trae and Karl Anthony Towns, maybe Van Fleet, because none of them really jump on their threes. Mm-hmm. They shoot a lot of set shots. They're not really jump shot threes. So, because with
Karl
set
Anthony
shots,
might not be able to make it through all the rack.
Oh, come on. Come on now.
I'm just being serious, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure he's practiced, and I'm sure if he could make it through, he wouldn't be in it. But he doesn't take a lot of effort to shoot the ball, really. When you look at him, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's
he
true.
he doesn't take a lot of effort. So, and that first round kind of see what you score, but that second and third round is that second round is what gets you. And if you get into the
Right.
finals, what happens after that?
So who you going with? We'll keep track of
I'm
this.
gonna probably take.
You get 2.
Okay, I took Cade and Josh in the other first one, right? I took those 2 in my first, and I'm gonna probably take Trey. I'm gonna take Trey, and I'm gonna go against you, and I'm gonna take the big fella, Carl Anthony.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go against you right there. I'm gonna take big Carl Anthony.
I'm gonna go with Van Fleet and Trey Young. That'll be my 2.
Okay. Then who did you take in the first one?
And I took. I went with you. I stayed with you. I like those 2.
Like
kids.
both of those guys?
I mean,
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna root for Cade.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna root for him. I'm gonna root for him big time. Now, the one thing I will talk about here is the dunk contest, bro.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. My
You
favorite.
know where I'm leading on this one. I'm telling you,
Who you leading with?
Cole Anthony.
I'm
Baby
shocked,
blue.
Drew. I'm shocked, bro. I am shocked that you're going with your
Does he
your
come
your
out
North
in
Carolina boy.
What are the odds that he comes out in a baby blue and white Air Jordan shirt? Come on.
Well, is he even a Jordan? Does Jordan rep him? Does he wear Jordans?
But I don't know, but he played at Carolina, so you got to figure that he's got to.
You would
do
think,
something
huh?
underneath his
You would
shirt.
think.
You would think so.
Now, if he breaks out in some Jordans, which ones would you like? I'd like to see him the Jordan 11s. He break out in the Jordan 11s. I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
you got to go the 11s or the 1s.
yeah, oh yeah, with the Jordan 11s, man, with baby blue, ooh, boy, yes
Mm-hmm.
sir, yes sir. Now the Jordan 1s, yeah, but do they have the same bounce though back then? Well, I guess they're
No.
he redid them, so they're in
They're
today's.
more of a street shoe than they are an athletic.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, you know what? I'm sitting there and I was trying to decide, Drew. And Juan Toscano Anderson. How do you have a Toscano and an Anderson? How do you both use? He seems confused. So I don't really want to take somebody who's confused. You're a Juan, you're Toscano, and you're Anderson. You confused to me, bro. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna probably take. I like Obi Toppin, but
I do too.
But I'm gonna go with Jalen Green. Is who I'm gonna go with on that, bro. I'm gonna do Jalen Green, and then I'm gonna go with Juan Toscano Apadano Anderson or whatever. He's confused, so I'm confused. I'm gonna be confused because I think he's confused. So I'm gonna be confused with him on the dunk contest. But we ought to see some stuff. But I don't think it's gonna be anything like we've seen in the past with Vince Carter and Michael and Dr. J, because when we go back and when we talk about this, the top 75, because we're going to take a break and then we're going to come back and then we're going to talk about the NBA's top 75, top 20 versus the top 20 for the Athletic.
Okay.
And I was like, the Athletic, like this one guy who's one of the writers of it, he's like, well, I didn't see Kareem play. Well, how the hell you going to vote on somebody you didn't see play? How do you know where to put him?
Does he not have cable TV?
But you know what I'm saying? He's young. These young guys. I'm like, You can't put anybody under 50 or 60 and have them do the top 75. Because if you didn't see guys play, how the hell can you even vote for somebody? How can you even rank them if you didn't see them play? Oh, well, so-and-so said blah, blah, blah. So how do you even vote for that? You know what I'm saying, Drew? And
I do.
And then the one that they had Kobe 10, I was like, you're tripping.
Come on.
They had Shaq and Tim Duncan ahead of Kobe. I'm like, have you lost your damn mind? What are you? Anyway.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Anyway, I saw that. I'm like, okay, that's just like when the Athletic did their top 5. They had Tom Brady 1, they had Jim Brown 2, they had Jerry Rice 3, they had Lawrence Taylor 4, and they had oh man, my boy just Reggie White 5. And I'm like, okay, how do you have 4 guys who play football when football was football, and then you put the one guy who plays football when football is not football ahead of the guys that.
I heard you ranting on this the other night.
Yeah, it still pisses me off. I'm like, dude, I like Tom Brady a lot, and you know what we'll do, Drew? On Monday when you come back, I'm gonna give you a chance to do that. We're gonna do our goats, and we're gonna do our goats in basketball. We're gonna do our goats in football. Now, this is what we're gonna do. In football, my boy PJ Mills was like, in football is a one sport. You can't have a GOAT because how do you have a GOAT when you didn't play you didn't play defense if you're on offense? And how did you be the GOAT if you're on defense and you didn't play offense? So he said, football, you can't really have a GOAT. And I'm like, okay. He said, so we're going to do positions. Okay. So I'm going to give you 3 running backs, 3 quarterbacks, 3 wide receivers. I'm going to give you 3 defensive linemen. I'm gonna give you 4 defensive backs, 3 defensive backs, and 3 linebackers. And then offensive line, I'm just gonna take the Great Wall of Dallas since they were the greatest offensive line of all time. I'm just gonna put that. I'm just taking them because I don't know enough about offensive linemen to do it. So they were the greatest offensive line of all time. So I'm just taking the Great Wall of Dallas as my offensive line. Just
I can agree with that.
Okay, but so anyway, you get 3 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 3 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, and 3 defensive backs. Okay.
Okay.
And then you can break it down. And then NBA, we already know it's Jordan, but whatever.
Right.
And we're gonna kind of go over that today when we do, because I'm sorry, like I tell these young bucks, LeBron would not do what he did back then in any era. He's not the greatest. You put Jordan in this era.
LeBron's a freight train, but he's not. But Jordan would average 50.
Yeah, he would. I was telling somebody, and the person everybody forgets, Allen Iverson. Can you imagine Allen Iverson if they couldn't touch him? The reason why his career was cut short because he got the crap beat him going down the middle, getting killed. I'm like, can you imagine Allen Iverson where they can't touch him? He can just go down the lane, not have to worry about anybody. Isaiah Thomas. Hey, he's one of the most underrated players ever. He's my second point guard.
He just made everybody mad. So made Jordan mad, and they cut him out of everything.
Well, I don't know if he pissed off more. It was Jordan, or remember on that team, it wasn't just Jordan. It was Larry Bird. He pissed off. He pissed off Magic Johnson, who was his boy. He pissed him off. So it wasn't like it was just one guy. Scottie Pippen. I mean, you could go down the list of guys on that team that weren't a fan of Isaiah, and didn't necessarily have to be Jordan. I think if you probably polled those 12, and you don't count Christian Laettner because he don't count. While he was even in there, whatever.
Token.
I mean, that's ridiculous. They wouldn't even let him play when they played against each other. They didn't even let him play. It's kind of like the All-Star votes when, it tells you what LeBron and KD think of Trae Young and Andrew and Wiggins. They didn't pick them.
Right.
That tells you everything you need to know right there, Yep. And so anyway, we're going to take a break, Drew, and we're going to come right back, and we are going to talk about the NBA 75, the Athletic 75 versus the NBA 75 in picks, and we'll be right back. All right, bro, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to go over the Athletics first, okay? Their top 10, which is ridiculous, is Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Russell, Magic, Wilt, Bird, Shaq, Tim Duncan, and Kobe, okay?
Wow.
Then it goes Olajuwon, Oscar Robinson, Kevin Durant, Jerry West, Steph Curry, Karl Malone, KG, Moses, Dr. J, and David Robertson, and they put Dirk and Charles at 21 and 22. I'm like, really? Wow. Okay. And Giannis, by the way, is 24th. That's where they put Giannis. I'm just like, wow.
That's the Athletic.
That's the Athletics, okay? And then the NBA's was Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Shaq, Russell, Wilt, and Bird. That's your top 10. And then you had Hakeem, Dirk, Charles, Oscar, KG, KD, Steph, Scotty, D Wade, and Jay West.
I think I could get down with the NBA 75 more than the Athletic.
I mean, I'm sitting there, I was looking at that, and I'm like, okay, the top 5, I agree with 100. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I agree with that
Yep.
100. Then you have, I think that I would put Larry Bird above Tim Duncan.
Oh, yeah. No
And I would
doubt.
put Larry Bird above Shaq.
I'd put Hakeem right in there with Bird. I was a big Olajuwon guy.
Yeah, well, they had Olajuwon as 10th, or as 11th. They had Bird as 10th. And they had Wilt as 9.
Right.
That's what the NBA had. Now, the Athletics.
No Isaiah in there anywhere.
No. The Athletic had, let me see. They had Isaiah. Wow. Wow. Isaiah was 26th.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was Iverson?
Wow. Wait. Surely he's in here somewhere. Dude.
It's too far down if you said 7
Yeah, I'm
times.
sitting. Dude, I don't. Allen Iverson is not in here.
Wow. That list already can be.
I was
Fold
like,
up
you
and
don't have
trash.
Allen. I mean, they got 26 as Isaiah, Rick Barry, D. Wade, Havlicek, Chris Paul, Bob Pettit, Scotty, Harden, Kawhi, Mike and Kidd. You have Jason Kidd in there, not Allen Iverson?
Wow.
Steve Nash, Patrick Ewing, Cousy, Clyde Drexler, Walt Frazier. Westbrook was 46th. right after Walt Frazier. Before Reggie Miller or Gary Payton or Kevin McHale. I'm like, wait, what? James
Well,
Worthy.
I think I'd have Reggie in there too.
Yeah, Reggie was 47th behind Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
But they did have Dwight Howard as 56.
Where's Jesus Shuttlesworth at?
Same place that Allen Iverson is, non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have Now they had Ray Allen in. Ray Allen was 52nd, right after
52nd.
Dominique. Right after Dominique. But I'm sitting there looking, dude. I'm going, are you serious right now?
Right.
Charles Barkley not in your top 20? Did you see the guy play? Oh wait, no, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
No, they did not see him play. I mean, because when Michael Jordan, the Dream Team, says the best player that was on the court was Charles Barkley, and then you don't have him. I mean, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your opinion of that? Who do you like?
The NBA 75. I like we were talking off the air. I mean, I could get down with their top 5. I mean, those obviously Jordan. You throw in mix and match Kobe, Magic, Kareem, and LeBron. I mean, those 5 right there, I think probably my ride or die. I don't know. And then your next 5, you could switch in Duncan, Hakeem, Shaq, Russell, Wilt, Bird.
Well, who's your starting 5? Who would be your starting 5?
So I'd have Magic at the point.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably have Jordan at the 2.
Yep.
And then, boy, do you put?
No, right. The 3 was the hardest. I skip it and go back. I'm gonna give you mine since you're thinking.
All right.
My point guard clearly is Magic. 2 guards clearly is Jordan. My center is Kareem, without question.
Yep.
So those 3 to me are just the 3. Okay, I mean to me those are the 3. And then my 4 right now is Tim Duncan. But before I'm gonna tell you what my backups are. My backups are KG and Kevin McHale.
Right.
Are my backups. And, my center, my backup would be Hakeem and then Shaq. But at my 3 position, it's Dr. J, Larry Bird, and LeBron. Those are
I'd
that's
agree
my
with
number
that.
3. And then point guards would be
What do you
Magic.
got? What do you got? Kobe behind Mike.
Yeah, I
At
would
the
have
two?
my 2 guards would be Kobe, would be Mike, and would be man. Oh man. Grant Hill played 3, didn't he?
He did.
I'm gonna have Reggie Miller as my third. So
Mm.
it would be Doc, Kobe, and Reggie. I mean, excuse me, Michael, Kobe, and Reggie as my 3,
Mm-hmm.
my 2 guys who can shoot. And then my point guards would be Dr. J. I mean, excuse me, would be Magic Johnson, Isaiah, and probably either the Big O or Walt Frazier.
Okay. So I'd have my ones. I'd have Magic, Isaiah, and Iverson.
Mm-hmm.
My twos. I'd have Jordan.
Okay, you know
Kobe.
what? You're right. I'll take Iverson over. You're right. It'd be Michael. You're right. You're right. You're right. I changed my mind. Magic, Isaiah, and the little dude, Iverson. Yep, you're right.
Right. And then I'd have my twos, Jordan and Kobe, and my threes. I'd have.
Well, you gotta have 3.
I'd
You gotta have another. You have to have another shooter. You only use Jordan and Kobe. You gotta have another one.
Well, I'll throw Curry in there.
Okay, Steph's a point guard.
Wait, is he playing point though these
That's
days?
what I thought. That's what he plays, man.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
well,
why I don't have him. That's why I don't have him as my point. That's my other guy. But if I had the choice between Steph Curry and Allen Iverson, I'm gonna take Allen.
Right. That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
if I'm gonna have my choice now,
Where are you putting Nowitzki in there? You putting him as a 3?
Nowitzki played the 3, not the 4, though. But
Yeah,
if I can't put him ahead of any of those 3 guys, but if I'm gonna put him at the 4, then I'm gonna take him over Tim Duncan. If I'm gonna put him at the 4,
right.
or right there with Tim Duncan. If I put him at the 4, then I would do Tim Duncan. I'd put him ahead of McHale. So it'd be Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Nowitzki at my 4.
Right. At the 4.
At the 4.
And then in the threes, you got LeBron.
I have Dr. J, LeBron, and Larry.
And Larry. Well, that's a pretty tough lineup right there.
But if I had to have a last shot, give me the white boy.
Yeah, deadly.
I mean, like this guy was arguing. The kids were arguing at the barbershop.
You got nervous if he had the ball in his hands.
You did more than any of the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, more than any of the rest of them, when he had the ball, it's like, oh Lord, Bird's got the ball.
And then your centers, you got Kareem, you got Shaq, and you got Hakeem.
Yep.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Yep. I got in order. I have Kareem, Hakeem, and Shaq.
Okay, and then Wilt. You could mix and match Wilt in there too.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Wilt and Shaq were the same guy, but Shaq was just bigger. But they were the dominant. But Wilt dominated longer than Shaq did.
You know, another 2 that I like in there too. I put Clyde the Glide was nice too.
Yeah, Clyde was nice, but would you put him over Reggie Miller?
Ooh, boy, that's tough. Reggie just nailed though. Reggie just shoot the lights out.
Yeah. Now, if you're going to put Steph Curry on there as a 2, then yeah, I would take him over Reggie clearly, but he's a 1, so I can't really put him on that. The 2-3 would be Clay, and I'm not putting Clay in the 2 or 3 over either of those guys.
No,
that's for sure. I'm not putting him over Jordan for sure. I'm not going to put him over Kobe and over Reggie Miller. Nah. Now, the only advantage he has, he played better defense than Reggie.
So where does our starting 5 is pretty much the same.
It's the same.
I mean,
yeah, pretty much.
We're in agreement there.
Yeah, we're in agreement there. Yeah. And then when I look at the NBA's top 10, Kobe at 6, I completely agree with that 100%. Athletic having him at 10, I'm like, you put Shaq and Tim Duncan ahead of him, you're high.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kobe's biggest problem, Drew, is that Kobe was identical to Mike. He didn't have an own identity. They associate Mike and Kobe as the same, and not Kobe as separately. But the guy had more all defensive teams than anybody else. He had more all NBA offensive defensive teams combined than anybody else, and you had
19-time All-Star.
Yeah, I mean it's insane. It's insane. And because like I tell people, the All-Star game, if you voted as a starter means nothing. because you're voted by the fans. That means 0. Who's going to be at the end of the game? And then let's talk about that, Drew. On the teams, at the end of the game, who do you think is going to be in the game? Well, clearly Kevin Durant's not playing. So the starters are Giannis, Steph Curry, DeMar. Dude, has he been ridiculous or what?
Yeah, he's
Are
on
you
fire.
serious right now?
The Raptors are a wagon, man.
Oh, man.
They are a wagon.
Let me see. And then LeBron and Jokic. And then on Kevin Durant is Joel, who's just – he's the MVP this year. He's on another
Embiid.
level, bro. He's on another level.
You watched that last night?
Oh.
Catch that late game last night?
He is a monster, bro. He is a handful, without question.
Just wait till they get Harden out there.
Oh, yeah.
Next week.
Yeah. And, unfortunately for them, he won't be in shape until the end of the year. By the time he gets in shape. But anyway, you got Embiid, Ja Morant, Jason, Andrew, and Trey.
I tell you what, I can't wait to see Ja in the All-Star game. He's just,
Dude.
I mean, it's just going to be.
I wish he was in the dunk contest. That's what I wanted him to see him in the dunk contest, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why those guys don't do it anymore. It's disappointing. They showed last night, they had the 2000 dunk contest on there with Vince Carter, and it was just amazing, all the talent that was in that contest.
Yeah, but I remember though, the game now compared to the game then, that's one of the reasons why I can't put LeBron anywhere. It's because the game now, everybody's fucking soft. You know, they're soft. They lay on the ground all the time. They miss games because they don't want to play 82 games. Dude, You're making $40 million. You're making $28 million. You're making $30 million. These kids, these parents who can't afford to go to, who can't spend $300 of discretionary income, but once a year and they pick the game just to see you, and you don't show up because you have a hangnail.
You on load management?
I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. That is just ridiculous. That's why I can't put him there, because Jordan and Kobe, they played every game.
Yep.
Well, Kobe did until the end when he was just, just resting up for his 60 that he did to close out his career.
At least he did play though. He played a half, I think, in OKC, second to the last game.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not played here before, and LeBron's only played in Oklahoma City maybe 4 or 5 times in 20 years.
Yep.
He just skips his every time. I see these poor kids with LeBron jerseys. I'm thinking, I feel sorry for your dad and spent all that money, that $200 on that jersey. You ain't seeing no LeBron tonight, homie. And you up in the, up in whatever they call it up there with the, 300
Loud City.
Loud City. I mean, whatever. But I will say this. I went to the game Monday, and we had a good crowd. Went to the game Wednesday, and we had our crowd was not that great. But they
played the Knicks. They played Knicks Wednesday, right?
Yeah, that's why there was nobody. That's why. No, but we played the Knicks Monday at
Monday.
At that's when Josh had the triple double. And what was interesting in his first game there, he joined Wilt as the only other person to have a triple double in his first game at the Garden. Isn't that crazy?
Right.
You think of all the players, and he and Wilt are the only two to ever have a triple double in their first game at the Garden. I thought, wow. That's a great stat. That's a great stat right there. So
I'll write that one down. That's a trivia question.
Yeah. But we played the Spurs on Wednesday. So I did not go to the game Monday. Well, but who did we play? Yeah, we did. Let's see. I got my Thunder schedule right here, bro. And by the way, I'm going to, I'm doing my After the Storm show, and I'm getting to watch it. So, yeah, you're right. Monday was the Knicks on Valentine's Day, and then we played the Spurs. So, there was the game before that was Golden State. It was packed. And Toronto was a good crowd. But I started to see more and more people at the suites. I mean, people are starting to come back to the game, which they should because it's great. So what do we got for HuskerDrewPicks.com? What do we got this weekend, bro?
Man, you got a really good slate on Saturday. I'm just kind of going through some games here. The bad thing about it is you don't get the odds on Saturday games until Saturday morning, but I can kind of tell you a little bit about what I'm leaning on. You got Baylor has got a home game. They got Tech coming in to Baylor, I do believe, on Saturday. No, I'm sorry. You got Texas and Texas Tech Saturday. in Austin. So a little
Oh, so
revenge game
Tex
for
got to go
Texas
to
here.
Austin.
Oh yeah, you got to figure Beard will have him ready to go for that.
Yeah,
game.
you would think so.
I really like probably leaning on Texas there. And tell you one in the Big Ten, you got Iowa, who just bubble might have burst last night with getting beat by Michigan. They traveled to Ohio State, and I think Ohio State gets them there and probably knocks Iowa out of the tournament. And then you got West Virginia and Kansas. You know how Huggy always plays KU tough. That'll be one to kind of watch out for there. KU probably laying 8-9 points. So I definitely would lean on West Virginia there, even though their record might not show. But KU always struggles in Morgantown.
Yeah, everybody struggles in Morgantown. That's a hard place to win.
Then I got to go with the Poke Saturday and bringing in K-State. We got to get a little revenge on those guys.
Yeah, and it's alumni weekend.
Stilly.
That's a 1 o'clock start.
And I'll tell you one to watch here.
It's a 1 o'clock start, Drew.
You got the Big Ten at 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
so
they moved it up. Yeah.
Couple Joe's Cups.
Yeah, yep.
Little breakfast beer.
I don't drink in the morning, son. I don't drink.
So I got one for you here. You got Illinois traveling to Michigan State. Illinois coming off 2 straight losses. Over under 135. I like the under in that game. I look for that to be a phone booth game, boxing match.
Yeah, especially at Michigan State too.
First 1 to 60 probably wins that game.
Who do you like in that, Michigan or Illinois?
I like Michigan State.
Michigan State. I'm sorry. Okay.
So you got to tell you what you got today. You got a little afternoon action about to tip off this afternoon at 4 o'clock. You got Butler. And Butler is catching 8 points today, and the line has jumped. Let me look here and make sure that I'm telling you the right thing. Butler traveling to St. John's. St. John's laying 7.5, and the over-under is 141.5. Give me Butler all day in those 7.5 points against St. John's in basically a day game. Should probably only be about 10 people in the stands. I don't see that happen at all. And then the night game here, you got my beloved Huskers tonight with their salty 2-12 record in the Big Ten.
I didn't say that, bro, about your team, man.
I know it, man. Catching 2 points at home. Give me the Huskers plus the 2 at home tonight against the Terps. The Terps can't throw it in the ocean, so I'll take the Huskers tonight.
You think?
So there's a little bit of action there in the college hoops. And I'll tell you what, and I'll tell you one other thing I was looking at just for your hardheads out there. You got a little NASCAR on Sunday, a little Daytona 500. I'm going to give you a little parlay for the Daytona. Oh,
that's right. The 500 is this weekend, isn't it?
It is. So
dude, have you ever been to a NASCAR? I love going to NASCAR, man. That should be on your bucket list, bro. That is a good time, man.
So a little trifecta parlay, little Daytona 500. Okay. Give me the 3 car with Austin Dillon at the helm.
Really?
Yep. Give me the 22 with Joey Logano.
I like Logano.
Give me Chase Elliott to win his first 500. There's your 3.
The younger Elliott, huh?
Yep.
Those are your 3.
So
is that your exacta box?
That's a trifecta parlay there. And I can tell you here what you got as far as odds go. So Chase Elliott to win plus 1,100. So a $100 bet wins you $1,100, and then that'd be the one I'd really lean on.
Yeah, definitely.
Austin Dillon's plus 2,500.
Wow.
So make a lot of money in
what is Logano?
Races. Logano is plus 1,800, so he's one of the favorites.
I guess. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I like.
So there you go. There's a little bit of action.
I like all of that, brother. I like all of that.
But definitely, I mean, Big 12's got some good games.
Man, they do, don't they?
On Saturday. You know, I was looking at a crazy stat here. I was going to tell you this today. So Big 12 basketball, your top 4 teams, and we're going to say the top 4 is Kansas, Texas Tech, Texas, and Baylor. Their home court advantage is amazing. Those 4 teams are 46-4.
What?
At home. Yeah, at home. 46-4 home court. between those 4 teams. Isn't that
That's
crazy?
insane. 46-4.
Yeah, that just tells you that the amount of home court advantage that goes into Big 12 basketball right now. Baylor, Texas, Texas Tech, and KU. And not one of them's lost more than 2 games at home.
Brother, I just look at that and I just think, are you serious right now?
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
insane. That's a crazy record right there when you look at that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, with all the competition and the rivalries that there are in the Big 12, you would think that you'd see more teams win on the road.
It's hard to win on the road, bro. It really is.
It is.
You know, it's just like I was telling you the other day, I never wanted Nebraska, never wanted Iowa State, but I wanted KU, wanted Missouri, wanted K-State, wanted OU.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't win at either one of those places. It's just insane. You know,
Texas Tech 16-0 at home. Texas 15-1 at home. Kansas 13-1 at home, and Baylor 12-2.
Now, which Baylor lost to? They got upset by somebody at home? Who was that beat them at home?
Oklahoma State.
No, we beat them at Baylor. We beat them at home.
At Baylor, right?
We beat them in Stillwater.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Let me look here because
I'm pretty sure
we won at Baylor Saturday, January 15th. 61-54.
We beat them. I thought that was at our spot.
At Baylor. Nope, it's at Baylor.
That's a huge win by the Cowboys.
We play Baylor. We play Baylor Monday, Big Monday in Stillwater.
Oh, this coming Monday? So you're gonna have me a line on that? You're gonna have some breakdown of that?
I will. We will have a big Monday breakdown.
Hey, what is your deal for the Thunder? When did we play next week after the All-Star break? What is your saying with under Thunder? What do you call it again? I was trying to tell somebody the other day. Under Thunder, what do you call it?
Can't spell thunder without the under.
Can't spell thunder without the under. Oh, we don't play again until
their over-under is just killing. I mean.
Yeah, we play, bro. We play
18. They are 18-40, so they win one more game, they hit the over.
Dude, we play Phoenix on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We play Phoenix at home, and then at Indiana, and then come home again and play the Sacramento Kings. So those are 3 games after the break. So you're gonna have to come up with something because on Monday you have to come up with something with the Phoenix. Find out what the over and that. Which I don't know how
do that.
I mean, we play Phoenix pretty tough, I think, because we'll have SGA back by then, and we should have everybody healthy. We'll have SGA Dort. We should have everybody back, and we should be healthy by then. So it ought to be interesting to see what happens.
So you got your 2 early Final Four picks yet?
Yeah. Well, I picked my Final Four was KU, Auburn, Gonzaga, and who was my other one? Kentucky.
Okay.
That's who. So that was because Gonzaga. I'm really not a fan of theirs, but they tend to win games early, but they don't really win them. It's hard for them to win 6 games, but I did have them in there. And Kentucky's on a roll right now. Coach Cal's got them rolling. And I think, Kansas always gets a favorable seed in the dang Midwest or in the West.
Sure
always.
Yep.
They always get a good favorable seed. So, and the KU fans, the faithful travel really, really well. And then Auburn, Auburn is just ridiculous. But I will say this, I will concede. I think whoever wins the Big 12 tournament between Baylor and KU, I think whoever wins the Big 12 tournament or Tech, one of those 3 will go to the Final Four. That's kind of what I think.
Okay.
But I'm picking KU because, my boy Bill, I got to be a homer when it comes to that.
Oh, I like it. I like those. Yeah. I got Gonzaga. I'm with you there. And I like Auburn, but I'm gonna go a little about much I hate to say it, I think that Krzyzewski's going to be in the Final Four. They're going to gift him in there.
You think they're going to give him some easy wins?
Oh yeah, they'll get the easiest draw there is. I got Duke in there, and then kind of off the board. I think Nova could be a surprise. I think Tennessee could be a surprise, and watch out for UCLA on the West Coast. So they'll get a good draw out there.
Yeah, they will. I like UCLA a lot too, but I don't know. It's hard to get back to back, get to the Final Four back to back. And Gonzaga, they love Gonzaga, and they want them to win for some unknown reason. Actually, I know what the reason
So
is.
you,
but anyway.
you think OU's off the bubble with that loss the other night?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do. I
14,
think
14 and 10 doesn't get you in the tournament.
no, I think they have to have a big run in the Big 12, if not go to the finals, win it to actually get in. I think if they get to the finals and they can beat a Baylor, they can beat a Tech, or they can beat a Kansas to get there, if they can beat two of those teams, and maybe even Texas. Remember, they gave Texas all the run that they wanted. So
They did.
Yeah. So, but that was at Lloyd Noble. So anyway, if they can get a win over those teams and get actually into the finals, I think that they could possibly get a chance to be picked because they're a good story, and the Big 12 is perennial one of the top conferences in America. So I think they'll get a chance there. So, but anyway, brother, all right. Well, I will see you Monday, and then we'll talk about these picks, bro, and just everybody go to.
Let's recap them. Take the under in Michigan State.
Okay.
Give me Butler today plus the 7.5, and the Huskers +2 tonight. There's your 3 picks.
Okay, those are 3 picks. All right, my brother. I appreciate it. Everybody go to HuskerDrewPicks.com and check my boy out. And appreciate you, bro, and I'll holler at you Monday.
Thank you, sir. Stay safe. God
Peace
bless.
Out. God bless you. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching this edition of The Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and we'll be coming with Drew every Monday and Friday. He'll be on the show giving the picks. I've talked about what he did for the weekend, and on Friday predicting what's going to happen on the upcoming weekend. The upcoming shows, we're going to have our boy R.W. McQuarters pretty soon. We're going to be starting doing live events at different places, live shows. And so I'm going to have different guests come and visit me live where you'll be able to see them live versus being on Zoom. So anyway, once again, thank you for watching Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark. Peace out. And go Pokes this weekend. Homecoming for the boys. Alumni weekend.